Hey there, welcome back to the last episode of me talking about Rewrite because it's about the last episode, which concluded the Terror Road, the grand ending of the story, and well, I'm quite happy that they went with the original ending from the visual novel. And I'm really happy about it because I loved the ending of the visual novel, and to see it in the anime, it just feels so good. And yeah, it was a long ride, 2 seasons, the first one being all over the place, filled with a shit ton of original stuff, and also Kagari being moified all over the top. And yeah, I have a lot of complaints about the first season. And yeah, it's nice to see that the second season tried to get the act together, but it felt still rushed, and it's so sad to miss these heavy feelings and the sadness, the joy, and yeah, it's just sad because I cried a couple of times during the visual novel because it was just so good, and was the key stuff, but in a better way than, let's say, Clannad. And yeah, it's just so sad, but in the end they tried to follow the Terror Road story in a better way, and to see it getting to the ending that I love so much, it's really great, and I'm happy about it. No joke. So what happened? Kotaro brought Kagari over to the hill, and when he went back to the city, he was obviously attacked by his guardian dudes, and they questioned him if he was a traitor, and they punched him too. And while Imamiya was in front of him, Kotaro ripped the bindings and punched him away. And then he ran away, and both Nishikujo and Imamiya, they were totally surprised about how strong he is. And when they followed him, because Kotaro was running to Gaia's temple, he hid around a corner, and then the guardian cars went by. And when he arrived there were some of those small dragons, and they were in a bind, and both of them were the only ones surviving and got their ass saved by Kotaro. And it was really nice when he gave his phone over to Nishikujo to with a picture of Kotori, and he was like, well, yeah, she's quite a brat, but she's a good child. And so basically he gave her this, that she could look after her. I mean, Kotaro said some real bad things in the previous episode, but he has his reasons. And in the end, he went up to the temple and fought the big T-Rex kinda familiar, and obviously he won. And when he got up there, he kinda tried to talk with Sakura, which didn't really happened in that way because, well, he was talking and she was just sitting there. And then he saw Iko, the one he met in the past. And it was kind of nice when he was crying and being really sad about how things went. And yeah, when he went down and looked for Akane and he gave her two familiars and then gave her the order with go to the nicest looking person and say help me. And yeah, it was shown in the visual novel because it was Nishikujo who she saw, and I missed this scene because it was kinda funny. But in the end, we got the nice scene on the hill, which, well, oh god, I cried so much during the visual novel because it really hit the feelings hard. And yeah, Kagari was there with kinda longish hairs, Kotaro being half a tree, and he had to kill her in the end. And when she disappeared, he was falling down, and then the scene shifted to the change of Kasamatsuri, the entire city, how life became or went back to the easy times, no electricity and stuff like that. And also Yasmin spreading around the knowledge of how to summon a familiar or how to make them and use them. And yeah, it was really great, and seeing them in the outdoor classroom with Nishikujo being the teacher, it was really great. And then we got to the great part of the ending, which was the 5 girls, Akane, Kotori, Shizuku, Lucia, and Akane, going to the tree, which grew 500 meters tall in 3 years. And they were like, well, yeah, okay, isn't it? And Kotori thought that the tree feels familiar. So they went on and gave a bit of their life energy to summon a being from the tree. And it was basically Kotaro who appeared. Well, he don't really had his memories at this point, and the girls didn't recognize him either. But when they were going on and he was like, well, yeah, but I mean to do greater things, and a bit back and forth with Akane, his crazy tongue, and yeah, it was just so nice to see that in the anime. And when they went on to the moon, yeah, they traveled to the moon, and it was really nice. The visual novel ended in this part, but in the anime we got a bit of a bonus, which was great. Because Kagari on the moon turned around and went back, and then she saw Kotaro there, back in his uniform from his high school days. And she was so happy. She ran into him and he said that he could finally fulfill his promise. And it was a really nice, touching scene, and so satisfying, so fulfilling, so just so fluffy, heartwarming. And it really made me happy to get this little bit of an extra because, like I've said, the visual novel ended with a walk to the moon, and it was obviously, or no, it was totally obvious that Kotaro would meet Kagari again on the moon, but to see it actually happen, it's great. It really is great. So yeah, and then we got a nice kiss scene and the shocked reaction from the girls, and this is how the story ends. And yeah, like I've said, it's a great ride. The ending was worth the suffering from the rushed second season. So, will I recommend it? Well, I would recommend the visual novel anytime because it's a fucking awesome game. But for the anime, well, if you like it, or for the ending, that's good. And the comedy, that's really it. But for the serious parts, it's lacking in a lot of areas and it feels really rushed. But yeah, I will probably play Rewrite again once Key will release their English version of Rewrite Plus, which includes the Harvest Festa fan disc. So yeah, I am ready, I am prepared to spend probably 100 hours on Rewrite again, because it's just that great of a story. So yeah, great story overall from the source material, and let's just hope that the next anime adaptation of a key visual novel will be better, done by a better studio or more competent people to work on the scripts and the animation. Yeah, we have to see. But for now, let's close the chapter or the book of Rewrite and let's move on to the next season, which will be pretty interesting. But for now, thanks for watching and see ya guys soon. Bye bye.